morning, good evening, and good day. Thank you so much for watching Attack Power Gaming. Today I have for you Division 2 playoffs between Mimile and Herr Robert. Let's dive right in. All right, here we are, folks. We're on Bobur. And on the left here we have Mimile on 97th, guard Strelke with Maverick Income. And on the right here we have Herr Robert in the blue on Panzergrenadier Großdeutschland on Vanguard Income. So two very interesting choices here. Not ones I would expect for Bauer. Specifically in the in the income, in that income choice. Definitely odd choice there income wise. Yeah, should be good though. So let's start over here with Mimile. Up north here, he's got some Ognjimensky Razvedkador, which are the cool like sniper units that this division has. M42, some more Ognjimensky there. And then over here, a little bit less north, we have the IS-1 Komroti Gvardia DPs, a Gvardia Normal, and Ognjimensky. And continuing down in the southern chunk here, we have Ognjimensky Tankos in the M2A1 half tracks, an Avto Komroti, some Gvardia DP, a Maxim, and a T-34 76 Razvedka, which is the recon version. Then we have all the way down south, Ognjimensky M42 OB25 Razvedkador, Gvardia DP, a Komroti. So very cool. Hopping over to Herr Robert here on the south. He's got a very small force here actually. We have a Panzergren and a Panzerschreck. Then we have a whole bunch of Flammenwerfers, GD Sturmgruppe, Sturmgruppe Stupfjör in a half track, some Grenadiers, an Aufklär Panzer 38T, a Marder 3M, and a Flak 43. In the center here, we have the Sturmgruppe, Flammenwerfer, Panzerschreck, Beobachter, and a Panzergren. And even further up north, we have Panzergren, Flammenwerfer, MG42, and finally all the way up north, Marder 3, some Panzergren, a Sturmgruppe, MG42, and a Flammenwerfer. All right. Should be very interesting, to be sure. Yeah, 97th considered to be one of the strongest divisions in the game right now. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the armored makeup of it or I don't know. It doesn't excite me. It doesn't really excite me. It's a good division. I'm not in any way claiming it's not, but it just, I don't know. I am never like, ooh, 97th, I'm going to play that. I don't even remember the last time I played the division. I should try it again. See what all the hype is about. Panzer Großdeutschland over here. I've tried this division several times and I've desperately wanted it to work because it's unique. It's not like just a normal Panzer division. It's actually got some, unique stuff to it, but I don't like it. I don't find it to be very strong. The Sturmgruppe with the MP44s really underperform. They are not like Sturmschützen or something, or the SS Sturm whatevers from, for example, what's the division I just played the other day? The other divisions with like 122nd or any of those divisions with the MP44 infantry. These don't really match up. Panzerdivision Tatra. These guys just don't match up in my mind. They just seem to die so easily. But here we go, guys. And if you enjoyed this, please hit that like button, subscribe, help me get to that 4K mark by the end of the year, and consider supporting on Patreon if you got a few extra bucks and you really enjoy the content. Here we go. So usually we see a big push down here south. It looks like Herr is trying to do something a little different, and he's kind of just ignoring this hill altogether. He's really just sending some stuff to keep him from losing anything. Has a really large force going here in the middle. I don't know if he's planning to dart across the bridge here, make a push all the way across the bridge, which would be very abnormal and very interesting to see. If he just sends all this stuff into the forest, I'm gonna be a little disappointed because there's actually nothing here for him to capture. Like, he's just defending this flag that he just lost there because that flag's kind of crap. Yeah, I don't. Not a fan of that play if that's what his plan is. Up north, we have MG42s and Panzer Grenadiers opening up, stopping those Ognjimensky from crossing the river there. And yeah, so unfortunately, at least in my mind, unfortunately, he's sending all these troops to this forest. What's the point? So you take all of this, you grab your own flag here, and he just sits a dude right here behind the woods, and you're never able to capture this flag. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, that's not a fan. Not a fan of this play at all. It's a crap ton of troops that literally will do nothing. And he's on Vanguard. Like, he needs to win really early because Maverick is going to get tons of points. And if he's not ahead at the end of A phase already, he's going to get buried in a hurry. That was a nice bombing. Focke-Wulf 190 here with a nice bomb loadout. 500 kilograms. It's unfortunately a bad resilience plane. If it was medium, this thing would be absolutely insane. But it is a very nice bomb. It does a lot of damage. We can see that. Killed a Nagamachiki, pinned all this stuff down. If these guys got to get through here really fast to stop them from really unsuppressing. Panzergun getting too close. Could have just stand back and just killed off this Nagamachiki quite easily. He needs to retreat this Focke-Wulf. He's just wasting time on it reloading. Sturmgruppe, not great in the woods like this, especially against Tankos. Should be able to beat Gavardi out, and they do. They do that. Panzergun at this range, very nice, but the T-34 and the M2A1 are going to throw that whole thing out. P-39 getting forced back. Focke-Wulf just... what's he doing? Like, if he was strafing stuff, fine. I mean, it's not a great strafer, but it can do it. I'm not sure what his goal is here. Martyr 3, this is not his ideal range, but he did turn the APCR off, so that's definitely a plus. Oh, wow, it actually missed. And the T-34 takes a hit, so very lucky RNG there for Herr. Mr. Robert. Up north, things are quiet. Both players seem to be focusing all their micro here. Again, I'm not sure what Herr Robert's going for with this push. There's really nothing for him to get. Getting this flag is really... unless he's going to go all out and try to get over here. That's the only thing I see why this would at all be worth it. Gavardi DP can kill this thing. He's got to be careful, and he's fallen back now. He does see that. Panzer 38T going down to the T-34. He really needs to kill off this T-34-76 so he can start using his light armored assets. Razvedkador, though, putting down some sniper fire. These things are really strong with the machine gun and the sniper. That combo is really, really powerful. That's what made the Granatieri from the 5th Cav so strong when they had them. With the sniper and the machine gun, they were just nuts. And Robert has not noticed this sniper poking at his Sturmgruppe. Still a 12-12, which is exactly what Mimile wants. I mean, in the super long game, technically Herr Robert has the advantage, but like, it's a minor advantage. Like, after 10 minutes, you have 100 more points. That's insignificant. That really is. That's not significant at all. It's not even another Tiger or something, which we do have rolling in here. The Tigger. The wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger's a wonderful thing. Haha. Winnie the Pooh. Sorry, kids around, you know. Fun kid stuff. Razvedkador finally loses sight of that infantry squad there. Yeah, it's a very passive game, to be honest. And it really can't be. It really can't be, especially for Herr Robert. Like I said, I just don't think he's going to have the strength to hold up. And again, I don't... Großdeutschland, especially against 97th, which many consider the strongest, if not at least one of the strongest divisions in the game here. I would have thought he'd be trying just to like bowl him over here before he can start calling in IS-2s or anything other weird thing. Tanko's getting in. There are some Flammenwerfers here and stuff. They do a fine job of pushing that back out. Already DP in some nice spots with the Panzerguns in less nice cover. PE2 coming in now. Another one of the strong assets of this division. Ask anyone and everyone knows it. PE2's really not fun. Ooh, of all the things to die, the Sturmgruppe 4 goes down. Focke-Wulf 190 A6 is this? No, this is not the good one. Yeah, this is the bad one because it only has bad resilience instead of the medium of the A8. So these things really disappointing. May even go down here. Like I said, it has bad resilience, so it's really not that strong. OB25 and M42. M42 absolutely can kill that Martyr 3. Does get out in time though. Panzergun gonna go down here. Up north, still totally silent. And Robert here is falling right into what I would assume Mimile wants, which is for him to get bogged down, lose out on his Vanguard income, and then run him over in B phase with his Maverick income. Stug versus the T-34. This should be an easy win for the Stug, and it is, especially with that T-34 already damaged. Tiger E on this hill, finally. This is a great overwatch spot. If you're ever playing this map, you want something on this hill all the time, forever. You also kind of want something on this hill all the time, forever as well. M42 going after that Stug. That M42 can do it. Do not underestimate these little 45 mils. They are the boss, in case I haven't mentioned it in some other video, which I have. Tiger E doing its thing. A Grilla up here would be really nice too. That could delete these infantry squads. The Tiger is fine. It does okay HE damage, but it's certainly not good HE damage. It's more about the suppression, really. But with it out of machine gun range, you're really not even putting that much suppression on it. Yeah, it's not doing anything. It's just not anywhere near as effective as like a Grilla would be or something like that. Do have a 81 mm mortar. There's that Grilla I was just talking about. Another Panzer 38T. On this side, the IS-1 is shifting down south. Mimile has gotten the sense that Robert is not doing anything up north. This is where I would have pushed if I was Robert. You have the armor advantage in A as long as you don't run into like an IS-2 or something. The IS-1 would have been a troublesome thing to beat. With that 160 millimeters of armor, the Tiger can penetrate it at close range, but that's all. So again, I'm not a fan of this division, especially in this matchup. The Martyr 3 could too with its pack 40 gun. IS-1's caught sight of it. Is the Stug gonna get out of range in time? It does. Very nice micro there. Stug 3 taking on that M42 at this range. Should be okay. It might get an APCR punch or two. Yep, there's a loader wounded. It really kind of just depends on how the crits roll. Depends on what kind of crits that thing gets. Transmission damage, loader roll, okay. Flammenwerfer versus Ognem and Cheeky. Stug 3 in there as well. IS-1 out of position now this time. Now that the M42 is out of ammo, APCR shells, this thing should be able to kill it in good time. But here comes a ZIS-2. That absolutely can kill all the things here. Unless, wait, let's just check for a second here. AP only 120 on that, and the APCR needs 1,000. So actually, the Tiger's pretty safe. Yeah, the Tiger is safe from the ZIS-2. At least it should be. Of course, random penetrations and stuff always happen in this game, so we can't say for sure that that's that. Only a minute left here in A, and Herr Robert has made no progress. He's made literally no progress whatsoever. I'm not sure what his plan was, to be honest with you. Tiger versus the IS-1. The IS-1 does have the advantage, especially at long range. Now, obviously, the IS-1 can only fire 1,750 meters range, so the Tiger would get to keep firing. But at max range, its chances of penning are near zero. ZIS-2 taking out that Stug 3. Down it goes. Focke-Wulf with the big bombs. Here it comes, trying to take out something. Those Gavardia does a nice chunk of damage. Gonna go straight at that P-39. Both planes are bad resilient, so they can both die. Good, he does micro the Focke-Wulf away from the AA that he knows is down south. But where'd it go? Yeah, it's right there. Focke-Wulf A6. Oh, the Flak 43. These things are absolutely phenomenal. Does take that out. Infantry getting caught out here. Panzer 38T going down, I believe. Could have sworn I just saw it there. Now I don't. Grilla totally out of position here. I guess he knows that ZIS-2 is there, so fine, I guess. But it's not doing anything here. It's just wasting. Another Grilla just sitting here, doing legitimately nothing. We are now into Phase B. Mimile getting the income advantage now. And Herr Robert's income still, it's not bad. It's just not significant anymore. I mean, even 140 is not really significant. It's just really the time of the game. M2A1 goes down to a Martyr 3. Very nice. Did lose the OB-25 or another ZIS-2 on the hill as Mimile slowly thickens his defenses. 81 mm mortar doing some work. He's got to be careful. He's in a spot that he can be seen. He really needs to just kind of back this up, 100 meters here, just so he's not getting killed by any random. Like, if he moves up any further, that ZIS-2 might actually kill him, and that would be a massive loss. Finally, Robert's making some movement up north, but it's a little late. I mean, Mimile has the point advantage now, so he'll be able to flood reinforcements in here. But the GD Sturmgruppe are trying to get over the bridge here with the Stug 3 coming, but there's a T-34 already in position. So this push is in trouble from the get-go. 13-11 only, and a long way to go. Yeah, he did block it up. Okay, good. Tiger hitting out that M42. Guerrilla finally in a position to do something. What's it going after? Does this too? Oh, and the Guerrilla scores the first blood. And now it's really stressed out. So the chance of that hitting 2 more shots is much lower. There goes the Guerrilla shot. That's the thing though with these slow moving bullets. It like takes forever. There we go. Guerrilla survives. This too goes down. 81 mm mortar trying to take out some of that AT there. Infantry have been pushed out here, but the Sturm group have taken a lot of damage. Stug out of position to kill this T-34-76, and he needs to kill this, or he's not going to be able to make any more progress over this bridge. M2A1 forcing back some infantry. Martyr 3 in position to try to take out some of that light armor. T-3045 starting to move in the Oskin. It's a hero, and you know he's going to die because he's a hero unit. Hero units always die. It's destined. It's fate. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, he's backing up the Guerrilla, though. I'm not sure what he's saving it for exactly. Alright, mortar on the infantry here. It's not bad. It was a nice shot, but he really should be getting that Zis 2, really. This infantry have been pushed up. This Stug 3 finally moves forward, but it's really late for this. Stug 3 in position, getting poked at by that... The PTRD of the Strafniki, of course, that's not dangerous to it. It needs to stop going over the bridge, though. Truth be told, any closer, and it's actually getting into a dangerous spot. Oh, T-34-76 gets a pen. Stug 3 also pens. Let's see who wins this shot. Oh, the Stug 3 firing first. Takes out the T-34-76. Very nice. But that T-30-45 is going to shut the door on this very quickly. M42 gun even can do some work. Avtos, not a fan of Avtos at all. There's not a ton of infantry in 97th though, so I do understand the call-in. T-34-85, once it fires, it will pen. Ooh! Oh, but he left APCR on! Oh, oh! Oh no! Oh, look at this Stug 3 hero! Oh, and Oskin dies! I told you, every time. Hero tanks die. Always. All hero units must die. It's a requirement. All hero units must be dead. Whew! And look, like, if Herr Robert had just given up this forest originally, like, who cares? Great. So now Mimile has this woods. It means literally nothing. Post up some troops here, post up some troops on the hill. You can't leave this woods, and therefore you can't capture this flag, and you can't do anything here anyway. So, yeah. This Stug 3 was an absolute chad, but does go down to the T-34-76 finally. Martyr 3 in position, though. Can it shoot this T-34-76? I don't think so. Oh, it can. Just kidding. No, I opened my mouth too soon. And the T-34-76 does land a nice penetration there, but... Ooh! Both missed. The 88 and the Martyr 3. So is the Martyr 3 going to go down? Oh, no! The 88 fires just in time. Woo! Whoa! Down south, GD Pioneers actually will do quite well as long as they're not running into the Tankos. I'm not... yeah, anyway. Did he throw the grenade? Did he get it off? Boom, he did. Very nice. He just break down issues. But again, what's the point? I was just playing this map the other day, and I was saying, I was live streaming it, and I was like, why? And I did the same thing. Like, I said, this is stupid. I'm not going to move troops in here. And then later in the battle, I moved troops in there anyway. It just feels wrong to have this big bulge in your line. But, like, there's nowhere to go. Like, as long as you, like, close it up, there's nothing to do from there. It's like this, the Armada 3 went down to the M42, by the way. Panzer IV are now in. Ugh. So you've downgraded from Stugs to Panzer IVs. Ugh, that's a big downgrade. Focke-Wulf 190 coming in, but now there is AA in the 37, and here's our IS-2 T-3045, T-3476, two 122 mils. I guess Mimile was just piling like points on, wasn't doing anything with it. For him to call this much in all at once, he must have sat on a lot of points. And of course, there's no arty from Herr Robert over here, other than the 81mm mortar, but I'm talking like heavy arty. Looks like that 81mm mortar has a target now. Off it goes. Panzergren should win out against the DP in equal cover like that. Oh, nice hit there. These radio mortars, man, they're just so good. They really are. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Boom. Survives, barely. Really, you want two. Two radium mortars can kind of one burst almost anything. Any, like, soft target. IS-2 in position weirdly on the hill here. Does manage to take out that MG42, though. I was forgetting how much HE damage do these things do. A very nice, a very respectable 3 damage. So they definitely can put out the damage. They just fire really slow. Grilla. Looks like the Grilla's versus the IS-2. Woo! The IS-2 misses. The Grilla's firing back. Not that it's going to do anything at all. Herr Robert needs to fall this back if he wants it to live, and he does. That is the correct call. T-34-85 in position now, too. Martyr 3 at range. Not great. MG42 is going to get absolutely wrecked by the armor there. And we are about 3 minutes left of Maverick, and then things kind of even out. Yeah, they basically even out. Although... Whew, sorry, big yawn. Martyr 3 taking a pen, fails to pen the 85. 85 takes another shot, misses. Here we go. Oh, and now he's not gonna miss again, I don't think. Nope, there he goes. Martyr 3 goes down. When you get into C, Vanguard basically has, excuse me, Maverick should have about two. It has a. Make sure I'm doing this math right. Yeah, a 250 point advantage, just about. It might be off a little bit. Just fast doing math. About a 200 point advantage. Just straight up. And after 20 minutes, then your advantage is evened because of your slightly bigger Vanguard C phase income. T-3045 does go down, so Martyr 3 paying itself off there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Maxim there, Panzergren's running in his Maxim. He should have done this a long time ago. But you can definitely push this flag. Most people do this. They throw one machine gun here. You can definitely, you know, get punchy in that spot. These M31-22s really aren't that great, but a lot of times for some Russian divisions, this is all you got to work with. It's better than having no RD at all, of course. Flammenwerfer trying to stop that M2A1. Fails. Sturmgruppe, though, does take out the M2A1, catches out the Tankos. Does get a Molotov for its troubles, though, and now the Strafniki just laying down the fire along with that armor on the hill. Tiger E rolling in. It's not stopping, though, and it truthfully doesn't have any chance against this IS-2. I do wonder if Herr Robert picked first or second. Oh, the IS-2 lands that hit. Oy! Remember, IS-2s have a 12-point damage, so they one-shot any vehicle. As long as they land a hit and pen, they kill it. Oh, Herr Robert's so close to ground side. Mimile up currently 13-11. Grilla is trying to delete some stuff. Tiger died, it would appear. Yeah, right there. I think that's it. Yep, there it is. Wonder what killed it. Was it really the ZIS-2? Or was it this IS-2? It's probably this IS-2. It's probably the IS-2. Grilla getting pegged by that IS-2, but the IS-2 does miss. Does Herr notice, though? I don't think he did. Let's see if this Grilla shot gets lucky. It does not. And he's just sitting there, and he's probably gonna die now. Oh, another miss by that IS-2. This is the issue with IS-2s. They fire so slowly. Every miss feels like the biggest screw in the universe. So this 2 taking a little bit of damage from the fire position of that Grilla, but it's not really worth it. Obviously, he's gonna lose this. Oh, he finally notices. He does get out in time. IS-2 giving plenty of time. Panzer IV, of course, has 0 chance against this IS-2. I mean, nothing in Grossdeutschland really can destroy this. It's really a bad matchup. Again, I don't see what Grossdeutschland does that any other Panzer division doesn't do. I don't really see what the advantage of taking this division is. They even buffed this division a bunch by reducing the cost of these Sturmgruppes and stuff, but they're just bad infantry units. I mean, they made them cheaper, which is obviously good, like you're increasing their efficiency, but they still suck. Honestly, they're way worse than they should be. They're MP44s. Like, I've always had an issue with this game. Like, the nerfs they did to the MP44 always bugged me, because the MP44 is objectively a stronger weapon than a bolt action rifle. But for some reason, a bolt action rifle can do just as well, basically. And also, the MP44 fired just as far as a bolt action rifle. That was kind of the idea. Well, not as far, but farther than the game gives it credit for. Let's put it that way. Up north, Mimile making a big push here. pushing across the river here, and Air Robert has very little to actually stop him. And again, he's got nothing to kill this IS-2. It doesn't matter how much we dance around this fact. As long as this IS-2 stays out of APCR range of the PaK-40, there's basically nothing that can kill it. I mean, a Panzerschreck, of course, but if your game plan to kill an IS-2 is to somehow get close enough for a Panzerschreck to kill it in Division 2, it's not going to happen. ZIS-2 does go down to an 81 Memorial. Maybe against a new player, for sure you could get away with that. Or in a really hectic 10v10 battlefield, but not a chance in a 1v1 like this where the players know what they're doing. I do love the sound of the Tiger firing. It sounds so cool. It's so deep and blah. Here we go. Fire. Yeah, nice, nice. Should have been able to hear that, I guess. PaK-40. I mean, this is the range it needs to be. It is actually putting some APCR on that IS-2. Somehow it bounced, unfortunately. We do have a transmission damage. Shooter knockout. That's great, but he's going to run out of APCR, and he has not really made any penetrations on this tank. Nope. Oh, this is the 1944 variant. It's got 180 millimeters of armor, so that's why it's actually bouncing. And now it has no chance. Now that it's back to AP shells, it has legitimately zero chance of penning this thing. T-34, Panzer IV going after the IS-2. Nope, dead. Instant delete. Yeah, this is going rather poorly here for Air Robert. Rather poorly indeed. I mean, really, this is just a divisional mismatch. I don't see how Grossdeutschland really beats 97th in any way. His only chance was basically to rush at the beginning of the game before, like, some IS-2s can come online. And Air Robert didn't do that. Like, he just really wasn't that aggressive at all in A phase. Which makes me wonder why he picked Vanguard at all. You know, and then from that point on, he hasn't really had a chance. Armor on all the places, just basically supplying that support. More 37 mils, Avtos, infantry, stuff just pouring in. We're now into C phase. Both players are down on points. It looks like Mimile just built up a whole bunch and is calling a lot in. And again, we go into C phase with Mimile having artillery pieces while Air Robert just has some mortars. Not that they're not great, but they're not winning the arty battle, obviously. This IS-2 now, I mean, it does have transmission damage, which means it's going to move really slow, so it's not really, it doesn't have much offensive power anymore, but it's still a brick wall. I mean, I can't think of anything in Grossdeutschland that can kill this other than concentrated mortar fire, a lot of bombs. And it looks like Air Robert is going with that strategy. Yep, that is the right move here. We can see this thing is, paint is still fresh, so it's not damaged. I mean, it's got to land some, like, direct hits to really do the damage. There we go. That might actually, like, do some HE damage. This is going to take a long time, though. This is going to take 5 to 6 volleys, and Mimile has to leave it sitting there, taking every single shot for that to work. Gila in position to try to kill some of these infantry. Nice spot there. It is, like, finally out of range of the IS-2. Oh, that M2 resists the HE damage. Let's see if that Grilla can stop that Avto from getting into the buildings. Of course, if it does, that Grilla will probably die from the AT grenade. Ooh! Nice shot there by the Grilla, deleting most of that squad. But the Avto is now out of range, out of sight there. Uh-oh. That Pendergren hopefully can stop it. Vardy DP taking big hits too. That Gridila having a field day there. T-3485 does go down. Another PaK-40 here trying to get the APCR on there. Driver knockout. That's nice and all. Martyr 3 can do the same thing. All the APCR. The problem is they're firing at the max range of the APCR. So they just, even with technically the penetration to knock this out, they're not penning it. He needs to be closer. And that's a big ask. I'm not saying that's easy to do. The fact that he's getting this nice uninterrupted firing at it to start is impressive. Like, he needed to put that PaK-40 like right here. Oh yeah. Oh, PaK-40 dead. 15-9 to Mimile now. The double tick has begun. Mortar re-engaging here. That's good. And the Studebaker snap has come in to Get rid of the crits on this thing. Allow it to move a little bit faster. I mean, it still doesn't even really look that damaged at the end of the day. Oof. Oof. I mean, this is one way to kill an IS-2 is you basically just like pummel it until it falls back and then you try to get a side shot somehow. What's the side armor on these things? I don't even know. 110 mil. I mean, you still need something. Like, you still need a good tank to pen that side armor. You're certainly not killing it with a Sherman. The Axis armor obviously capable of penning that, but still. IS-2 does fall back though, completely out of range. And again, it just like, so what? This area doesn't matter. It doesn't. So many resources have been expended here. New players, don't fall into this trap. This is like a trap on Bulbor. Like, because everyone thinks, oh, Red's over the river here, so they have the advantage because, you know, they're already over here and they can pretty safely get over the river. So everyone fights over this. It doesn't matter. Like, let Red have this whole forest, build up some defense on the hill, build up some defense in these, you know, these forests and stuff. Just make sure they don't get like, they can't push out of it. But then, big whoop. So you're in the forest. Congratulations. Make sure you hold this flag. That's it. Throw some infantry right here, right here. Boom. They can't get this. You know, it's just, it's a trap. It's a trap. As Admiral Akbar would say. Infantry have now bolstered the lines here, so no longer an easy flag here for Herr Robert to get. Still 15-9 with Mimile in the town definitively. Now, Herr Robert has built up some troops. It's not that he's got nothing going on here. But the artillery poking at this 88, trying to get that killed. Panzer IV going after the T-34 Razvedka. I mean, at this range, there's a chance. This range, you're saying there's a chance. I would say yes. Especially the double-star Panzer IV. Nice work killing off that T-34-76. Double-star Panzer IVs is where they at least are, like, functionable. They're still not great, but they're functionable. Panzer IV pushing forward. I'm not sure where he's attempting to go with the IS-2 chilling here, just waiting for this to happen. Goodbye, foolish mortal. Boom! Down goes the Panzer IV. Martyr 3, this would be effective. This would finally be effective APCR range, other than the fact he has no more APCR. Oof. Focke-Wulf coming in, suppressing that Razvedka door. So nice there. 37 mil, kind of in a bad position here, but is able to get eyeballs on that Focke-Wulf. Gonna force it back. There's this two on this hill. Anyone trying to take it out? We have another Tiger E, but I mean, it's basically, its effectiveness is basically gone because it can't beat the IS-2 at any range. Yes, it's been a tough one to watch. Herr Robert completely stonewalled. There goes this too, by this heavy armor of 97th. But all the ISs. For this game, it is not destroyable. Get it? IS. Is indestructible. The IS-2. I know. Sorry, dad jokes. I know. If you guys are enjoying this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. If you like the dad jokes, make sure you drop a comment in the bottom. If you heard the dad jokes, throw them in there. Panzer Grenadier gonna get absolutely smacked by this pile of Gavardias and Strafnikis and things. I mean, 97 does get Strafnikis. I shouldn't say they have no good infantry, but they don't have any of the good, like, Sturmoviki rocks or Sapori rocks or any of those kind of things. Ooh. What even killed that? The sniper couldn't have. Was it the OB? Very strange. Ouch. Maybe it was this too. Surprised this too. Martyr desperately trying to kill this stupid thing, and the Razvedka door finally goes down. Tons of infantry flowing over the hill here. Over the bridge, excuse me. Over the river. Release the river. I'm just gonna keep quoting random movies. Guerrilla, I'm not sure what its plan is here. Tiger E taking damage, isn't even participating. Only 6 minutes left here for Herr Robert. Uh-oh. No! Oh, what is the accuracy on these things? I swear to goodness, 25%, they do not miss that often. They hit more often than 1 in every 4 shots. I'm 100% convinced of that. These things are easily a 50-50 chance of killing stuff. Easily. IZ OB25s take stuff up all the time. Air Robert finally throws in the towel. Sees the writing on the wall. 31 minutes, 15 seconds. Mimile with a, wow, I was going to say decisive victory, but trades-wise, they were neck and neck. Only 30 points apart. Wow. I mean, credit to Herr Robert for that, because it did not look that good. It really didn't. IS-1 took out some armor and stuff. Zis-2 killing a whole bunch of armor. T-34's Redka getting some stuff. IS-2, there you go. Killed a whole bunch of stuff. Actually might have paid itself off. Very close if it didn't. Another IS-2. This one did pay itself off for sure. Wow. It's not often your super heavy tanks actually pay themselves off. Points-wise, I mean. So let's see here. Tiger E did kill the IS-1. That was nice. Definitely nice. Huh. I'm just not seeing where Herr Robert got all these points from. I'm not sure where he got all these kills. I really don't. I mean, I guess just kill. I mean, a whole bunch of armor here, I guess. I guess there's all this armor. Mimile did call in a lot, and a lot of those T-34-85s did go down. So it must be what it was. Must have been the evening factor point-wise. Well, good game to both players. Congrats to Mimile on the first game of this match won. If you guys enjoyed that, hit that like button, subscribe, consider checking out the Patreon. Thanks a bunch. Thanks for making it to the end. You are a champion, and have a fantastic day.